వెల్కమ్ టు స్వయం మూక్ ఆన్లైన్ తెలుగు లెర్నింగ్ సిరీస్. I am Battul Venkateshwarlu, working as a Telugu resource person. Today we are going to discuss the usage of day to case in Telugu. The day to case plays a major role in the Telugu language. Once you understand its proper usage, you will be able to cover almost all aspects of Telugu syntax. Now it's time to learning. We will proceed step by step. See the vocabulary. Ataniki, to him, which means equal. Vadiki, to him, which means inferior. Raviki, to Ravi. Kurchiki, to the window. Hariki, to Hari. Ayanaku, to him, which means honorific for male. Ameku, to her, equal and honorific. Talupuku, to the door. Neeku, to you, non-honorific singular. Meeku, to you, honorific singular as well as plural. Jwaram, fever. Unda, is there. Ledu, no. Arogyam, health. Undi, is. Ela, how. Bagundi, nice. Enni, how many. Unnai, or. Nalugu, 4. Kallu, legs. ఇప్పుడు, now. సంవత్సరాలు, ఇయర్స్. ఇల్లు, ది హౌస్. ఉందా, ఇస్ దేర్. లేదండి, డోంట్. తమాషాగా ఉందే, దట్స్ ఫన్నీ. ఇవ్వు, గివ్. 60 రూపాయలు, 60 రూపీస్. 50 రూపాయలు, 50 రూపీస్. చదువు ఉంది, దేర్ ఈజ్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్. ఇద్దరు పిల్లలు, 2 children. తమ్ముళ్ళు, యంగర్ బ్రదర్స్. లేరు, నో. కొడుకులు, సన్స్. 10 ఏళ్ళు, 10 years. కుక్క, ద డాగ్. మీది, యువర్స్. ఊరు, ది టౌన్. బాబుది, babus. Introduction to the day to case suffix in Telugu. In this lesson, we will introduce the day to case suffix in Telugu. The day to case suffix plays many important role in the language and is one of the essential case marker in Telugu grammar. Once you understand how to use the day to case suffix correctly, you will have a better grasp of Telugu syntax structure and overall language usage. Day to case suffix in Telugu, the day to case suffix is ku and ki. It usually translates as to or for in English. Now, when do we use ku and when do we use ki? It depends on the final vowel of oblique base of noun. Ki occurs after oblique bases ending in e or e. For example, Raviki, to Ravi. In syntax, అతనికి జ్వరం లేదు. He has no fever. In Telugu, when a noun ends with the vowel e, it generally takes the ki, day to case suffix ki. This is a common and regular features in the language. Lakshmiki, to Lakshmi. Here, when a noun ends with e, the day to case suffix ki is usually added. Let us look at the example. Lakshmiki చదువు ఉంది. Lakshmi is educated. Ku occurs after oblique bases ending in a, a and most other vowels. See the example. Ramaku, to Rama. Let us look at the sentence. Ayanaku illu unda. Does he have a house? As explained earlier, undi functions as the neuter singular imperative form by adding the interrogative suffix a to this form. It becomes unda, which translates to English is there. Kamalaku, to Kamala. Sivaku, to Siva. Malleski and Mallesku, to Malays. This to is spoken variation. Ameku, Imeku, which means to her. Now let's move on to the conversation. The upcoming dialogue will be presented between two characters. Dative case express possession. Raju says, అతనికి జ్వరం ఉందా? Does he have a fever? Ramu reply, అతనికి జ్వరం లేదు. He has no fever. In Telugu, లేదు is used to express negation in the present tense. For example, is not, does not exist. Interestingly, it also serves as the first singular negation. For example, was not, did not exist. This form is applied to both neuter singular nouns and feminine singular nouns. Raju says, ఇతనికి ఉద్యోగం ఉందా? Does he have a job? Ramu says, ఇతనికి ఉద్యోగం లేదు. He doesn't have a job. Raju asks, రవికి ఆరోగ్యం ఎలా ఉంది? How is Ravi's health? In Telugu, ఎలా is an interrogative word meaning how. It is used to frame questions and its usage extends to both neuter gender and human gender situations depending on the context. Ramu asks, రవికి ఆరోగ్యం బాగుంది. Ravi is in good health. The element bagu in Telugu acts as a bond form and also has an adverbial function. It typically combines with auxiliary verbs like undi or unnaru and is applied to both neuter and human forms in singular as well as plural. Examples with meaning: bagundi, it is fine, it is good, which means neuter singular. Bagunnadu, he is fine, is a masculine singular. Bagunnadi, she or it is fine, feminine and neuter singular. Bagunnaru, they are fine, they are good, plural for human. Raju will say, ఆ కుర్చీకి ఎన్ని కాళ్ళు ఉన్నాయి? How many legs does that chair has? Ramu says, ఆ కుర్చీకి 4 కాళ్ళు ఉన్నాయి. That chair has 4 legs. Raju will ask, హరికి ఇప్పుడు ఎన్ని సంవత్సరాలు ఉన్నాయి? How old is Hari now? Ramu says, హరికి ఇప్పుడు 16 సంవత్సరాలు. Hari is 16 years old now. Raju will say, ఆయనకు ఇల్లు ఉందా? Does he have a house? Ramu will say, లేదండి, ఆయనకు ఇల్లు లేదు. No, he doesn't have a house. Raju asks, ఈయనకు కారు ఉందా? Does he have a car? లేదండి, ఈయనకు కారు లేదు. No, he doesn't have a car either. రాజు, తమాషాగా ఉందే, ఆయనకు ఇల్లు లేదు, ఈయనకు కారు లేదు. Is that funny? He doesn't have a house, he doesn't have a car. Let us explore some additional expressions. నాకు ఈ కాఫీ బాగా లేదు. I don't like this coffee. రవికి టీ బాగుంది. Tea is good for Ravi. అతనికి కాఫీ అలవాటు. He is addicted to coffee. Here, the function of the dative case suffix is to express possessions, particularly of feeling, habits, and experiences. Next, we are going to explore another important feature of the dative case in Telugu. In Telugu, the dative case also shows the recipient, the person who receives something. Raviki kalam ivvu. Give the pen to Ravi. Hariki 60 రూపాయలు. 60 rupees for Hari. కమలకు 50 రూపాయలు. 50 rupees for Kamala. అతనికి చదువు ఉంది. He has education. లీలకు పుస్తకం ఇవ్వు. Give this book to Leela. In Telugu, a, which means that, and e, which means this, functions as adjectives They always precede nouns, which means they always appear before a noun. ఆమెకు ఇల్లు లేదు. She has no home. In Telugu, the word illu is used in the singular form, while illu is its plural form. Similarly, school is singular, whereas schoollu is plural. Now, let's learn how to make affirmative sentences in Telugu using kinship nouns such as father, mother or brother, and how to express quantity like 2 brothers or 3 sisters. For example, సుగుణకు 2 పిల్లలు. సుగుణ has 2 children. ఆయనకు పిల్లలు లేరు. He has no children. ఆమెకు 2 తమ్ముళ్ళు. She has 2 younger brothers. అతనికి 2 కొడుకులు. He has 2 sons. ఇతనికి 2 కొడుకులు ఉన్నారు. He has 2 sons. ఇక్కడ మాకు బంధువులు ఉన్నారు. We have relatives here. In Telugu grammar, unnaru denotes the honorific human plural in both present and past context. Its negative counterpart is leru. Together, these 2 forms are widely used as epicene honorific expressions when referring to people politely. One more important point we are going to discuss about the dative case is this will help us understand its full range of usage in Telugu sentences and daily conversations. The dative case suffix, which means ku and ki, in Telugu is also used when expressing the age of persons, animals or even objects. For example, Raviki 10 ఏళ్ళు. Ravi is 10 years old. మా కుక్కకు 2 ఏళ్ళు. Our dog is 2 years old. Using this pattern, we can create many more sentences according to different situations. ఆ బావికి 100 సంవత్సరాలు. That well is 100 years old. ఈ ఇంటికి 50 సంవత్సరాలు. This house is 50 years old. The dative case suffix is used to denote type of destination and possessor. For example, మా ఊరికి రైలు ఉంది. There is a train to our village. మా ఊరికి బస్సు ఉంది. There is a bus to our village. Here, మా ఊరికి రైలు ఉంది, బస్ ఉంది, which means my village have the train facility and also have the bus facility. The dative case suffix ku or ki is used to mark destination nouns in Telugu. For example, మా ఊరి నుండి మీ ఊరికి ఎంత దూరం? How far is it from our town to your town? The dative case suffix is sometimes optionally used when expressing distance. ఇక్కడి నుంచి మీ ఊరికి ఎంత దూరం? How far is it from here to your village? మా ఊరు నగరానికి 20 కిలోమీటర్ల దూరం. Our village is 20 kilometers away from the city. The dative case suffix, which means ku and ki, in Telugu also has a purposive function. For example, నాకు పాలు తీసుకురా. Bring milk for me. రవికి ఒక కలం తీసుకురా. Bring a pen to Ravi. So far, we have covered many important usages of the dative case in Telugu, including expressing possession, indicating the recipient, showing age, marking destination, optionally expressing distance, and even conveying purpose. At this stage, we shall take a look at the topic that have already been covered. I have shared several insights here regarding the dative case marker. I believe the progress has been satisfactory and I encourage you to keep it up. In the next lesson, I will provide further material. I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to each and every one of you. Thank you.